Hi there, my name's Donna and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am someone who likes to help women aged 40 and above to create life on their own terms. Today I'm going to talk to you about why life truly, well, at least why I think life truly begins at 40. So if you're somebody who wants to develop yourself personally and embrace growth at this time in your life, then you're in the right place. Yeah, why life begins at 40, I think one of the things that you can look at is trying to reframe what it means to become 40. I think that you can see it as a new period in life, a period where it's time to start to grow. Turning 40 can sometimes seem like a big problem, a big hurdle. It's a time when lots of changes are happening, changes in your body, maybe you're becoming premenopausal. It could also be that there's changes in your family life. For example, you've got children who are growing up and leaving the nest, and then it's a case of what is it to be 40? What I noticed when I became 40 plus, I'm actually 50 now, is that I started to realise that it's a time to develop myself personally. I started to get in touch with myself and understand changes that were going on in my body and in my mind. So it's something that I started to embrace. It's also maybe something that you could start to embrace, trying to look at it in a positive way than in a negative way. Some reasons for me why I felt that life started at 40 is that I was free of certain expectations from society. Certainly before that age, when I was a lot younger, I used to feel that I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to fit into certain boxes from what's expected from society, from the box of being an employee, or being a mom, or being a wife. I feel that I was able to be a lot freer with that after 40, or at least in my mind what I wanted. Of course, it's a process. It's something that I definitely have to work on, and I'm still working on it. I'd be curious to know if that's something that you experience yourself as well. But certainly I was able to have an increased sense of self-awareness. It's like I managed to take time to look at myself, to think about what I need for myself. How am I able to make the best of my day or of my life? Not to just follow the paths that's set out for me, but to try to see how can I possibly steer my life so that I myself can grow and really get to know myself. I'd like to tell you now 3 things that I did to embrace my 40s. And number 1, the first thing I done was to try at least to get rid of limiting beliefs. I was, before the age of 40, quite scared about doing certain things in life, taking certain steps, was worried what other people might say. But when I hit my 40s, and especially my early 50s, I started to make changes in my life. I, myself, in the last year and a half, for example, have gone through some huge changes. These I can go into depth more in the following videos, but as a short summary, I have gotten divorced. I have moved an hour away from where I used to live. So I now live by myself in an apartment. I've done a study again. I retrained again to become a nurse, which is a career path which I had like 11 years ago. I got a new job as a nurse, and also I have I manifested a new relationship, and now I'm starting a YouTube channel. All of those things I was so scared to do, but I managed to pick myself up and do those things and do a lot of self-care and do a lot of learning, and I was able to do these things. Number 2 that I've done was I focused on my health and my well-being. I've been doing my best to eat healthily. At least I'm getting a lot of fruit, lots of vegetables, drink lots of water, but I do also not eat 100% healthily, I will admit it. So that is something that I now would like to take the time to focus on. It's so important, especially in these, I am perimenopausal, so I am completely there with all the symptoms that happen leading up to menopause. I can tick all the boxes, I think. So it's something I really need to work on even more, but I have started to make steps in doing that. Also, I love being outdoors, so I've been doing a lot of walking and just enjoying being outdoors because it's so good for your peace of mind as well. And the third thing that I've been focusing on is just generally self-care, to taking the time to do things which make me feel good, just like sitting in the sunshine, reading a book, meeting up with friends, doing things with my children, doing things with my partner, all these things, just self-care. It's very important. So in making aged 40 plus the best chapter of my life yet, there's 3 things that I have done. Actually, even more. What I'm going to say is there's many things I've done, but these are 3 things I'm going to tell you about that I've done that helped me, which might be able to also help you. So the first thing that I've done is set clear intentions. So I made goals. I wrote down the kind of things that I would like to achieve in life. It's my dreams, the things that I'm longing for, the things that I would really like to be able to do in the future. So many nice things. These things I've wrote down and made it clear for myself in what kind of, in how many months or how many years time I would like to be doing these things. Things that I have goals that I can work towards. The second thing I've done is I started to create a vision board. I started to dream again. I started to believe that it's possible to create the kind of life that I would like to have. I basically cut out many pictures and printed things off the computer and stick them into a book. And I split my life up into certain sections, and it's given me motivation to be able to work towards those visions by setting myself goals as well, but by having something visual that I can look at, it's really motivating, really puts me into the right mood, to get me motivated to do these lovely things in life. And the third thing that I've done is to practice gratitude. So for me, this meant that I sit down nice and quietly in the morning with a nice cup of tea and write in a little diary things that I'm grateful for at the start of each day. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how I wake up in the morning, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I've had a bad night, a good night, I just write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And it can be such small things. I mean, it really can just be, I'm grateful that the sun is shining. I'm grateful that I'm able to walk outside. I'm grateful that I'm able to have free time to do nice things with my friends. It could really be anything, but by having all of these things written down, it's something that you can also, that I indeed could also go back to and look at, and can put myself into a very good mood, just a good reminder. So yeah, that's something that I think for me was a game changer, absolutely. So what I'd say is, like, for life beginning at 40 and making this next chapter in your life such a great positive chapter, a chapter that if previously you had difficulties in life, or there's things that you really wanted to do that you didn't do, now after 40, just go for it. Just try, if you like, to take one of these tips and start doing it. Just start today, one small step in the right direction. You could set yourself a clear intention. You could set yourself a goal or a dream. Just write something down. What would you like? One of the things that I wrote down at the time is I wanted to have a really nice garden. So I really worked on my garden. And for me, that was a huge step because I didn't have the garden that I wanted. But now it's something I was able to work towards. Well, you can make your dreams as big as you want. You can say you want to earn £1 million in the next, 10 years. It's really up to you. Just dare to dream big and start to work towards it with small steps. Or make your vision board, do it, or write down your gratitude in a gratitude diary. And that really is so easy. It does not take much time at all, but these things really can help towards making change in your life. Let me know in the comments one of these things that you'd like to try yourselves. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love a little thumbs up, and take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.